Hey guys, welcome back to Forgotten Ways Homestead. So today I am sorting through my seeds, getting a game plan together, and deciding what all I'm going to be planting. So I figured I would bring y'all along and let you see some of the things that I'm going to be planting this year. So last year was our first year here on our new homestead, and so it was a rush. I didn't even need to be thinking about starting seeds, but I did. And so it turned out to be somewhat of a disaster. We had also had kids, goat kids born last year. And we had one that was really small, and she could fit through the fence. And so she found the garden last year and demolished it. I was able to get some cherry tomatoes before she discovered the garden, but as far as the peppers and the tomatoes, the bigger tomatoes, we lost it all. She just ate everything that would even think about growing a tomato or a pepper. So yeah, so I thought I'd tell you that. I laugh about it now because, goats are going to be goats, and we couldn't keep her in the fence. So, yeah. So, all right. So, let's get started, all right? And I am going by the Clyde's garden planner. If y'all haven't, if y'all don't know about that, this is a very valuable tool. You can just Google Clyde's garden planner and pick one up online. I know Baker Creek, I believe, sells them. That's where I got mine from. So, I am in Zone 7B, and my last frost date is the 21st of April. And so, I am starting my peppers 10 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks. Most of them will be 10 weeks. Because it takes so long to get them to produce. So they will be started indoors and up potted as they're needed. So first, let's start with the sweet peppers. Now, this is a mixture of M.I. Gardner, Baker Creek, and Seeds Now. So the first one is the Pippin's Golden Honey from Baker Creek. I have never grown these. I do not know nothing about them, but I am going to grow them because they are awesome looking. So I've got big hopes on these. Another one that's new to me is the Cubanelle. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I had started these last year, and like I said before, the goat, she just gobbled them up, so evidently they're good. And we have the banana pepper. This is a staple in my family. We grow it every year. It is a really good producer. New to me this year is the Lisa, I believe is how it's pronounced. They are very, very beautiful. And so I'm hoping to get some of these this year. The red Marconi pepper from Baker Creek. Aren't those just beautiful? I'm excited to grow these also. This one is not new to me. I have grown them at the other homestead. They're the Jalapeno pepper. They are a jalapeno with no heat. So I plan to do a bunch of salsa with it. So people that don't like heat, they can have the salsa that I make. Baker Creek, the Ozark Giant bell pepper. This one I grow every year. It's a really good producer. And so we're sticking with it again. This year is a new one. It's called the Shishito Pepper. And Jess from Roots and Refuge, she just sings its praises. And so we're going to give it a shot and see what we think about it. This is from Seeds Now. It is the chocolate bell pepper. There's just a few seeds in here, so I'm just going to use them up this year. New to me this year from M.I. Gardener is the coral bell pepper. I seen it, I fell in love with it, and I just had to grow it. It's just gorgeous looking. So this is new to me this year too. Okay, so on to the hot peppers. We got the Cayenne long thin. This is just the regular cayenne pepper, and I grow it every year, and it is a great producer. So it's in my garden again this year. Another must grow in my garden is a tam jalapeno. These are prolific. They are awesome tasting, and they're a must in my garden. Another one that I grow every year is the Craig's Grande jalapeno. They are massive, they are prolific, and they're a must in my garden every year. I grow these every year. This is the Anaheim Pepper. Great producer, and it'll be in our garden again this year. New to me this year, I tried to grow it a couple of years ago, but it didn't do. From M.I. Gardener, it is the Alma paprika pepper, and it will be in my garden this year. Another Anaheim, which is the same as the other. New to me this year is the golden cayenne. It's like the red one, but it's a yellow or golden. So this will be in my garden this year. From Seeds Now, the purple cayenne pepper. I've only got about 3 seeds left. I planted this last year, and then the goat ate it before it came to fruition. So new to me this year from M.I. Gardener is the early jalapeno. Never grew this. Figured I'd give it a try and hope it comes in earlier than all the others. So I may wait and do this like 8 weeks out instead of 10. And the pimento pepper from Seeds Now. Okay, so that does the peppers. Now we'll move on to the tomatoes. Now the tomatoes will be 6 to 8 weeks out. So where do we start? We're going to start with the cherries first. So this one is from Totally Tomatoes, which any kind of hybrids that I buy, I'll get from there. But this is the Sun Gold hybrid. Grew it last year. Loved them. The cherry tomatoes were the only ones that came in before the goat ate them. So I was able to try these out, and I fell in love with them. So they will be in my garden again this year. Pink Bumblebee from Baker Creek. Awesome. It was an awesome tomato last year. The cherry tomatoes were the only ones that we were able to get any off of before the goat got loose and ate all the plants. So it's in my garden again this year. The Tomato tomato. from Baker Creek. Awesome. I had a really good crop of cherry tomatoes last year, and this was one of them, and it's going to be in my garden from now on as long as I can get the seeds. So another one that I did last year for the first time was the sweetie tomato. It was amazing. It was prolific, and I will definitely have this in my garden every year. And this one is from the Dollar Tree. Tried this last year and didn't have high hopes for it, you know, because it was from the dollar store. And the large red cherry, it produced like crazy. And I will definitely be going back to the dollar store and getting more of these because they were very good. All right, on to the medium-sized tomatoes or the saucing tomatoes. Let's see. Rutgers. I have grown these in the past at our old homestead, and they were decent. So I'm going to do them again. We got the Bella Rosa from Totally Tomato. Now, this came highly recommended from Cog Hill Farm on YouTube. He sings their praises. So we will be trying these out and see what we think about them. The tried and true Amish paste. Awesome. They are a staple on our homestead. And, you know, just the basic saucing tomato. From Baker Creek, we've got the San Marzano saucing tomato. We grow these every year. Love them. This is a new to me. I did get to see one on the vine last year before the goat got it. This is the striped Roman. It has very pretty colors. And they do look like that. So I did get to see that it looked like that before the goat ate it. So that one will be in my garden this year. And the tried and true Roma from Baker Creek. It is just all around basic Roma tomato. Okay, now on to the big tomatoes. From Baker Creek, I'm trying this again. Never got to see this come to fruition last year. So it's the Orange Jazz tomato. Real excited to grow this one. My husband wanted to try this one this year. The Brandywine Red Tomato from M.I. Gardner. He read really nice things about it. So we're going to try that this time and see how we like it. Bonnie's Best. This is a tried and true. I will grow it every year. Very, very good tomato. We got Rebecca Allen. Also a very tried and true tomato that I'll grow every year. Henderson Pink Ponderosa. Awesome, awesome tomato. It's one of my favorites. And last but not least, the classic beefsteak. They get large, they are beautiful, and they are delicious. So that does it for our tomatoes and peppers. Again, I'm in zone 7B. 10 weeks out from my last frost date would be January 28th. So be looking for some seed starting videos coming out about that time. And we'll be doing some cool weather crops. So also some lettuces and brassicas and things. So I hope you found this enjoyable, and We'll catch you on the next one, guys. Bye.